afternoon, Pio Nation. I hope you're doing well. My name is Matt Williamson. You're watching Marietta College Esports. So, if you just joined us, we had an amazing 3-2 victory of our Rocket League team over Alma College in one of the closest games I have ever witnessed. Many last-second shots, but we can't reminisce on that game anymore because our Rocket League team is going to be playing against Baldwin Wallace University in a matter of minutes. So, let's go over a Rocket League roster once again. So playing today, we have freshman Alec Ellis Apollyon playing. We will have our captain, senior Austin Offenberger Ozio playing. And we have freshman Justin Shank playing. And of course, we have our Rocket League coaches, Derek Games, Jeff Thomas, Kevin Johnson, and Takumi. But yeah, so they're getting things set up in the lobby. So for this best of 5 series, so I'm going to try to go over a couple of announcements real quick while we're waiting for that. So first, we do want to give a shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They provided our facility with several equipment, including keyboards, mice, headsets, and mouse pads. If you'd like to get your own HyperX gear, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Every Tuesday, they have their Marietta College night, where you can get pizza and drinks and other goodies at a good deal. They'll have a Switch where you can play some games, and they will be airing our esports matches, whether they're live or other past broadcasts on YouTube. So if you're not doing anything on Tuesday evenings, please be sure to go check them out on Front Street. Now, speaking of Tuesday, this coming Tuesday is a big day for us. It is the annual Marietta College Day of Giving. It is the day that the college was chartered back in 1835. Yes, it was on Valentine's Day. And as part of it, the esports program is going to be a special designated gift project thing, whatever you want to call it, where we're going to try to raise some funds to acquire more computers for our students. The program has grown considerably over just the past couple of years, and we're going to need more machines to accommodate our students. So we're going to be doing a 12+ hour live stream starting at 9 a.m. this Tuesday. We have our own coach, Derek Games, start off with League of Legends. Our own Jasmine Smith will be playing Poppy's Playtime. Bethany Holstein, our League of Legends captain, will be playing some Valheim then. Our other League of Legends player, Tyler Sound Nature, will be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Corey McFan, who's now preparing for his Overwatch match, will be playing a game called Flightless, which is actually developed by one of our alumni, Leader Zakowski, as part of her senior art capstone project. And then our Smash Brothers team will be playing some, what they're calling World of Light Nuzlocke. So it's kind of like a hardcore mode of World of Light. And then I'll be wrapping things up with Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge in a very crazy 6-player co-op. So we're going to be doing that all day on Tuesday at twitch.tv/Marietta Esports. But you know where that is because you're watching it right now. And if you're able to give and help support, it'd be greatly appreciated. More information on how you can give will be provided on that Tuesday. But all right, I am checking on, doesn't look like Baldwin Wallace is in just yet. So we'll go over a couple of other reminders. But yeah, definitely screenshot that. We do have the schedule up on our social media channels as well. So be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and so forth, and to stay up to date with our streaming schedule for Tuesday. Now, we're also always looking for more students to be a part of our ever-growing esports program. So we have varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and Fortnite. We have our facility here at the Gathering Place on campus. We have several coaches, and we're always looking for other volunteer coaches who would love to help out with our program. We provide support for our students, not only in esports, but in academics as well. And we do have scholarships available for high school seniors and college transfers. So for more information, you go to linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. It has links to all of our social media channels. It has links to how to sign up for our scholarships. You can even arrange a time to speak with our head coach if you are just curious about the program. Speaking of scholarships, we do award them. You have to try out for them. So we do have an in-person trial going on right now as we speak for our Smash team. And we do have several online tryouts scheduled next Saturday, February 18th. through several of our titles. If you would like to sign up for one of those tryouts, especially it's going to be next Saturday, it's a 3-step process. Just fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. Fill out the scholarship tryout form at bit.ly/mcesporttryout. And then join our Discord server at bit.ly/pyodiscord. The QR codes are up on your screen, so you can screenshot it. If you're not available to try out this next Saturday, we will have a few more tryouts. We'll have an in-person and an online tryouts scheduled in March, and we'll have one more online tryout scheduled in April. But all right, we are getting things underway. So here we go, this best of 5 series, Marietta College versus Baldwin Wallace. And right from the get-go, Apollyon does score. Yes, he does have like little bars. There's a bug right now, but that is Apollyon playing. But just right at the tip-off, they're able to get the goal in. That is what you want to see to start from the match. That's going to be a nice momentum swing for the Pioneers. So now we see Ozio going to be going for a goal. And another goal! What the heck is going on here? 2 goals in 6 seconds. Apollyon is a beast. Folks, can he get the hat trick? We haven't talked about hat tricks in a while. But just like that, 2 goals in less than 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Baldwin Wallace is going, you know what? We're going to try to do something about that. Now Shady's going to try to set the shot, but Shank is there with the block. Now the tonic is going to be sending up the play. And we see Boink is going to go for the shot, but doesn't quite get what he's looking for. So now we see Ozio and Shank are going to take the ball away and going to go for the shot, but the tonic is there with the save. Shank does get demoed in the process. Boink was able to do the demo. Speaking of Boink's going to take the ball down, but Shank is going to knock it away. The tonic does knock it away from their goal. Ozio tries to go for the play, but doesn't quite get it. Shady's going to go for the shot, but a great save there by Apollyon. So now Shady's going to pass it down, but Apollyon's going to pass over to Ozio. Hits the crossbar, but does not get the follow through. So now Ozio will fall back, but Apollyon is there to knock it down the field. And Detonic is going to save. Ozio gets demoed by Shady. So now Apollyon's going to center it up, pass it over to Shank. Tries to tip it towards the goal, but doesn't get enough room for the goal. Now Baldwin Wallace is going to be making the play. Shady goes for the shot, but a great save there by Apollyon. Boink is going to be... he's going to try to pass it, but doesn't quite do so. Shady's going to try to center up the play for Baldwin Wallace, but Shank is going to knock it away. Detonic bounces it off to the side. So Ozzy's going to fly over, tip it in the air, going for the goal, but Boink is there for the save, but Shank tries to tip it away, doesn't quite get it, but Apollyon's going to set it up. And Shank goes for the tip, but doesn't connect, and Shady's going to fight for control. And a double demo by Baldwin Wallace. But everyone is back. Shady's going to go for the shot. It goes into the air. Shank's going to go for the shot, but Boyd's going to knock it away from Shank. And Tatonic's going to set up the play. Apollyon knocks it into the air. Shady tips it high in the sky. Passes to Shady, but Ozzy's going to take control of it. Gets it away from Baldwin Wallace. Detonic goes for the shot, or goes for the block, doesn't get it. Shady's going to tip it into the air. Apollyon dangerously close, and Detonic will score for Baldwin Wallace. Apollyon tried to get the ball away from the goal, but it looks like it tipped inside the corner there, and it gave Baldwin Wallace the opportunity to make the shot. So now 2 minutes and 28 seconds remain in this game. Pioneers still up 2-1 with those 2 goals within 6 seconds of the game. First 6 seconds of the game, I should say. So it seems like things may have settled down for the Pioneers, but they're going to need to keep up their aggression. And Apollyon tries to go for the speaking about that aggression, Ozio will score for the Pioneers. So Apollyon goes for the shot. It gets blocked by Shady, but Ozio is there with the rebound. Hits the crossbar, but it bounces right in. So now Pioneers are up 3-1. So we see a kind of a tie there on the tip-off. And Apollyon's going to try to take the ball down the field. Detonic is going to take it away from Apollyon, though, but Ozio is going to knock it towards the side. Boyd is there for the block. Shank tries to resume control but doesn't maintain it. Tonic is going to try to set the play, but it just goes off a little bit to the side. Shady's going to center it up, but both Shank and Apollyon are there to knock it away. Great save there by Ozio. Now he's going to be trying to go for the goal, but Tonic is there for the block. Shady knocks the ball in the air, passes to Boyd, but it just kind of goes vertical rather than horizontal. Ozio goes for the shot, doesn't quite get it, but Apollyon's going to snatch it away from Shady. And Shank's going to go for the shot, but doesn't quite get it. Very dangerous position for the Pioneers. Unfortunately, they were able to get the ball away from the goal. But now Shank's going to knock it over to the side. We're seeing Apollyon needs to get a little bit of boost, but Ozio's going to try to keep away with the goal. Boyd's going to center and pass it to Shady, but Shady is not able to receive the ball. So now Apollyon's going to take it down the field, but gets demoed by Boyd. We see Boyd's gonna go for the play, but exposed goal, and Shank's gonna go for the shot, passes it to Ozio, and Ozio will get the score. Shank is able to get the yoink, passes it over to the side, and Ozio is gonna guarantee that it goes in. And Marietta is up 4-1 with 57 seconds remaining. So then we get the tip off, and the ball heads towards the Marietta side. Apollyon is there to knock it into the air. Gets it over Shady's head, but Yoink is there for the block, but it does go off to the side. Shank with the save. Tonic is going to take it down the field. It's a pass to Ozio, but Apollyon is there to knock it towards the side. And now we see Tonic going to try to resume control. Apollyon goes for the shot, but doesn't quite get it. Less than 30 seconds remain in game one. Ozio is fighting for control of the ball. Apollyon's going to try to take it away from Tonic. Does get the bounce. But now we see Baldwin Wallace going for the shot, but Ozio there with the save. Shady's going to try to make a play, but Ozio is going to take it away from him. Boyd is there to tip it. Less than 10 seconds to go. So just a few seconds remain, and Marietta will secure this first game, even if Baldwin Wallace scores. And there you have it. Marietta will take the first game 4-1. And that is the kind of opener that you want to see. Like, I'm still trying to go with the fact that Apollyon scored 2 goals within the first 6 seconds of the game. That is the standard you want to set and say, okay, we did very well against Ulm in that close game. We want another win. So we were saying there, 4 shots at the goal, 2 goals. Ozio had 4 shots and made some goals. But all right, so we're getting into the second game. So let me get the overlays all set up here. So here we go. Game 2, Pioneers are up by 1. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum, or will Baldwin Wallace find some adjustments. We see Ozio going to be taking the ball down the field. Does fight a little bit with Boyd, and Tonic will take it away from Ozio. Going to try to set up the play, but we see Shank's going to knock it down. And Shank will get demoed as part of that process. Boyd's going to resume control of the ball, but Apollyon's going to knock it over everyone's heads. Goes for the shot. Tonic is there with the save. Ozio is going to bounce it over. Shady is there to take control of the ball. So now Shady's going to try to center it up, but doesn't quite get what he is looking for. So Ozio is going to be doing something, but Shank is going to get the tip onto Shady. Apollyon bounces to the side of the ball. Baldwin Wallace is going to center up. Shady does not have an opening for the shot. Still tries to go for it, but gets bumped. Now the ball is going back to the middle. Tonic's going to tip it over, but Apollyon is there to intercept. Shady tips it in the air, centers it up. Now Shank's going to bounce it over to the side. But the Tonic is there for the block, but Shank's going to try to center it up. This may be Mary's chance to score, but does get bumped in the process. Ozio's going to be knocking it down, but Boyd is there to receive. But Ozio is going to knock it away. The Tonic's going to go for the shot, doesn't quite get it. Shady goes for the rebound, and Baldwin Wallace will score first. So we're seeing, it looks like Baldwin Wallace might have a little bit of any nerves from game 1 shaken off. And they will strike first. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in this game. So now we get the tip-off. Ball's on Baldwin Wallace's side. Pauline's going to try to set up the play. Gets the juke on one, but the tonic is there to knock it away. Shank's going to try to bounce and center it up. Ozio goes for the shot, but does get stopped by Boyd. And Shank's going to get the ball away from one, but not two. They're going to fight for control of it. Paulion tries to fight for it, but now the tonic's going to center it up for Shady to make the shot, but Ozio is there to tip the ball away. And Paulion does get demoed. Boyd's going to try to set the play, and an exposed goal, and Baldwin Wallace now has 2 goals ahead. But Marietta might be getting a little careless. You see, Paulion gets demoed and has to go for the boost, but that does leave the goal exposed, and Baldwin Wallace capitalizes on it. Now Paulion's going to go for a quick strike, and just like that, Marietta is getting right back into this. And that's one of those things we talked about before. When you make a goal, the opposing team can score very quickly. This time, though, Marietta was able to capitalize on it, and Baldwin Wallace was just not ready for that quick aggression. So now it's 1-2, 2:56 remaining. Ball gets tipped over to Marietta's side. Shank's going to be taking the ball down to Baldwin Wallace's side, but Boyd is going to pass it over to, looks like Shady. And Shady's going to try to center up for the shot, but Ozio tries to knock it away, but doesn't quite connect. But Shank and Apollyon are over there, so they should resume control. Shank's going to try to flick it over to the side, but Boyd's going to go for the shot, but a great save there by Apollyon. And another save by Apollyon. And it gets past a tonic, but Boyd is there to take it back. And Boyd is going to get a goal. And I think Ozio was trying to save it, but it just bounced the wrong way. Let's take a look. Yeah, Ozio tried to block it, but just was not able to do so. So now Baldwin Wallace is up 3-1. Now 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Pioneers are down by 2. Shady is going to get the block, but Shank and Apollyon are going to try to set up the play. Apollyon goes for the shot, but the tonic is there with the save. Boyd is now going to take the ball down, but Shank is going to deflect it and get demoed in the process. And we're going to say Ozio is going to fight with Shady for control of the ball. And Shank into tonic. And Apollyon gets demoed again. And that's going to leave an exposed goal. And Shady's going to get the score. Now Baldwin Wallace is up 4-1. It seems like Baldwin Wallace's strategy is to just prevent Apollyon from playing. And we're seeing these power plays with the demos. So now 1:50 remains. Pioneers are down by 3. Ozzy's going to try to set up the play, but the tonic is going to knock it away from him. And Shady's going to go for another goal, but Apollyon is there to knock it away. Now we see Baldwin Wallace is going to be taking the ball down to Marietta's side. And another goal by Baldwin Wallace. Now they're up 5-1 with 1:26 remaining. And it's going to look like Baldwin Wallace will take this game unless Marietta can score 4 goals in less than a minute and a half. It's doable, but Marietta's going to have to kind of regroup, it looks like. But just like that, we see Apollyon makes the shot. We see the tip-off, and Apollyon gets the hit in, and Blake was not able to defend, so that's 1. So now they're down by 3 with 1:22, so we'll see if they can get some quick strikes in to tie this up. So anything is possible in this game. I was saying Baldwin Wallace is going to be carrying it down, and Ozio knocks it away. And Apollyon's going to go for another quick strike, but Shady is there for the save, but Ozio's going to go for the shot, gets another tip. Shank is going to go, and Marietta scores again! So just like that, another quick strike. Now this game is doable. They're down by 2. Shank is going to get the goal for that one. So can Marietta find a way to climb back? They are trying. Shady's going to win the tip-off, but Shank's going to knock it into the air. 1 minute remains. Pioneers down by 2. Ozzy's going to try to set up the play for another shot. Misses. Apollyon's going to go for the goal. It bounces off, and Boyd is going to get the ball away. And they are going to try to set up the play, but Shank is going to knock it away from the goal, but Baldwin Wallace is going for another shot. Ozzy gets the save, but gets demoed by Boyd. And we're seeing a lot of demoing going on. And the goal's exposed. Oh, and Shady was demoed, but was able to save at the last second. And now Shady's going to try to go for the goal. Less than 30 seconds remain. That was so close. The Tonic is going to be going for the shot, but it doesn't quite go in. Shank gets the epic save. And I think we're having some disconnection issues. So hopefully it stabilizes. But at this point, I don't know if Marietta is going to be able to come back in time. So unfortunately, while Marietta had a couple really good shots at the last second, Baldwin Wallace will take that game 5-3. So this now turns into a best of 3. But we saw there, despite the fact that the Pioneers were playing very well in game 1, it did not deter Baldwin Wallace. We're seeing there Shady with 7 shots at the goal, making 4 of them. Boyd went for 4 shots, made 1. So we're seeing that, yeah, so it's now a best of 3. So we're getting things set up for the next game. So let me get everything here good to go. But let's see if Marietta can make some adjustments going into this next game. Because we did see a couple of exposed goals, but Baldwin Wallace is not deterred. And just from the get-go, Marietta exposed the goal and Baldwin Wallace strikes first. So Marietta's going to have to be careful here. They cannot make those kind of mistakes. The Tonic is now taking the ball down to the goal, but Apollyon is going to try to set up the... But Shady is there for the block. Ozzy is going to go for the goal. Bounces off the crossbar. Ozzy tips it again. And Marietta will strike. Great job there by Ozzy and Apollyon. Ozzy will tip it and knocks it away from Boyd, and it will go in. So now the Pioneers are tied up 1 apiece. 4 minutes and 44 seconds remain. So this is going to look like another back and forth game for the Pioneers. They've already had one against Alma that went all the way to game 5 at 0 seconds remaining. And now Marietta might have to do the same thing again against Baldwin Wallace. We're seeing Shank and Ozzy are going to take the ball down. Gets a little bit away from Shady. Ozzy is going to try to get away, but gets demoed by the Tonic. And we see Apollyon goes for the shot, but Boyd is there for the block. Ozzy's going to center, but Boyd is there to knock it down. Now we're going to see Apollyon going to try to take the ball down. Shady is going to be there to take it away. So now Shank is going to try to fight for it, but Boyd's going to set up the play. Ozzy gets the bump. Ozzy loses the fight with the Tonic, but Shank's going to knock it down, trying to get past Shady. But Boyd is now going to take the ball towards Marietta's goal. Off fluid to the side, but Ozzy gets the save. And Shady's going to try to set up the shot, but doesn't quite get the angle. Boyd goes for it, but is off by a little bit. And we're seeing Baldwin Wallace putting up some aggression. Tonic going to go for the shot, but Ozzy knocks it away. So now Ozzy's going to try to pass it to Apollyon. Knocks in the air. Shank goes for the ricochet, but doesn't quite get it. Now we see Apollyon's going to knock it down towards Baldwin Wallace's side, but everyone's missing the ball. The Tonic's going to tip it over, but Ozzy's going to set up the play for Shank, but Boyd is there with the block. Now Apollyon's going to go for the shot. Shady's there to deflect. We're getting a little bit of FPS loss, but we should be okay. Now the Tonic's going to try to pass it up, but Shank is going to deflect. Tonic's going to go for the shot, but everyone commits to it and is able to knock it away. 2:43 remaining, still 1 goal apiece. The Tonic is going to knock it over to the side, but Ozzy is going to go for the goal, and he will get it. So Marietta will take the lead. So the top knocks it away, but Ozio takes the ball in his hands, gets it away from Shady, and goes for the corner shot, and they are able to take it. 2 minutes, 36 seconds remain in this game. So we get the tip off, and it just kind of goes off to the side, but another exposed goal by Marietta. Shady's going to go for the shot, but a huge save there by Shank. Pioneers almost got punished for that. Ozio is now going to take the ball down, and Shank fights Boyd for it. Ball centered up. This may be Marietta's chance. Ozio tries to set up the play, but is not able to do so. Apollyon's going to try to center up, but gets demoed. So now Ozio's going to boost to try to center up. There's not going to be any follow through, but Shady's going to try to knock it down. Datonic's going to center it up. 2 minutes remain. Baldwin Wallace goes for the shot, but it's just a little bit wide. Now Ozio's taking the ball down the field. And he's going to try to go for the play, but gets bumped by Datonic. Apollion's going to knock in the air, but Shady's going to get it away from him. Ozzy's going to use a little bit of boost, gets it away from the middle. And Shank is going to try to play a little defensively. Datonic's going to go for the shot, gets the corner. We see Shady went for the goal, but missed. And a great juke. Oh my goodness! What was that? Let's look at this again. Ozzy goes for it. Boyd's going to block, but no, Ozio zigzags, and it goes straight for the goal, and now Marietta's up 3-1. That was insane gameplay by Ozio. But all right, so now got a minute and a half left. Pioneers are up 3-1. Shank gets one juke, but Shady is going to try to set the play, passes the Boyd, and Datonic is going to try to do something over here. I can't tell, but Apollon's going to get it away from Datonic. And now Marietta's maybe going for a shot. Shank's going to go for it, but Shady is there to block. Ozzy gets a little bit of a tip, and Boyd's going to get demoed. So now Datonic's going to try to center it away, pass it to Shady, who's going to go for a goal, hits the crossbar, doesn't quite connect. Less than a minute to go. Pioneers are up by 2, and a great save there by Apollon. Boyd's going to go for the shot, but a huge play there by Shank to get it away, but will demo Apollon. As we said before, it seems like Baldwin Wallace is going to try to keep Apollon out of contention, and Shank's going to get demoed too. So now the Tom's going to take the ball down, but Apollon is there to keep the aggression up. 30 seconds remain. Another we got a demolition derby going on here, folks. Baldwin Wallace is trying to keep Marietta off the field as much as possible, but now we're down to 20 seconds left. Can Marietta hang on to take this game? Ozzy's going to go for the shot, but Datonic is there for the block. Shank is going to try to center up the play. Less than 10 seconds to go. Boyd's going to go for the goal, but Apollon is there for the block. And Ozzy may be trying to go for another shot, but with that, Marietta will take game 3, 3-1. But a very, very close there. But the Pioneers will take it 3-1. So it is going to be match point for the Pioneers. That was just a lot of back and forth there. We saw Ozio, it's an insane gameplay. 4 shots at the goal, makes 3 of them. Paulian makes 3 shots. Does not able to get any of the goals. Although this is interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 3-1. Well, I was thinking 4-1. But yeah, it was all Ozio that game. But some great saves there by Shank as well. And Apollon had some really good steps getting that assist. But all right. It's looking like they're going to be calling for a quick timeout. So GLC rules do say when it's match point, you can take a very quick break. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break ourselves. I think we need a little bit of a breather with as much Rocket League's been going on. So we're going to be back in just a minute with Game 4 of Marietta College versus Baldwin Wallace University. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. We are getting things set up for what could be the last game. It is match point for the Pioneers. Making sure everything's good. Okay. Marietta's in here. Baldwin Wallace is not in here yet, so we should be starting up very soon. But yeah, they're up 2-1 right now. There's been some very back and forth here. Just as a reminder, the Pioneers have already been playing quite a few matches. They went to all 5 games against Alma, and I mean, that was a very insane. That was just insane. I know some of you guys were watching it, and we saw a very strong performance by the Pioneers in Game 1, but we saw Baldwin Wallace coming right back into it in Game 2. Marietta had some great plays. Ozio playing very well in Game 3. So now we're going to see, can Marietta close it out in Game 4? Or will Baldwin Wallace take us to Game 5? We're about to find out, folks. And we're going to see Baldwin Wallace going to try to go for a quick strike, but not able to do so. Shank's going to tip it away. Shady is going to try to resume control of the ball. But the Tonic is going to set up the play. But Ozio is there to knock it away from the goal. Now Apollion's going to take the ball down the field. Going right over Shady. But no, Shady actually is going to block it, but Ozio's going to go for the rebound. But Apollion's going to try to take it away from Shady. And we're going to see an opening goal, and Apollyon capitalizes it and strikes first with 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the game. That is a great start, because this game can be about mental. You get an early lead, and that might shut down the other team. So that's going to put some more pressure onto Baldwin Wallace in what is already match point for them, so the pressure is on them to stay alive. Boyks is going to try to set the play. Shank's going to get away from the net. Shady's going to fight for control of the ball, but Ozio is going to go for the shot. Hits the top, but not able to follow through. And Apollyon scores again! What is up with this guy? Now, do you see why Baldwin Wallace is trying to demo this guy? 2 goals in less than 1 minute. If Baldwin Wallace is not careful, Marietta will be able to run away with this game, which of course we would want because we want to secure the win. I'm not being biased at all in my shoutcasting with that, but the Tonic is taking the ball down the field, gets the demo on Shank, who's been doing very well defensively. Ozio now going to take control of the ball, but Voigt is there to try to center, pass it over to Shady. Shady's going to try to set up the play, but Shank is going to knock it away from him. Voigt's going to try to set up the play once again, but Ozio is going to get it away from the ball. Apollyon's going to fight for it, but the Tonic wants to set up for Shady. Shady goes for a shot, but doesn't get it. Voigt goes for the rebound, but Shank is there with the save. And Shank's going to get demoed, giving Shady an opportunity to go for the goal. It gets high in the air. Boyd goes for the rebound, but doesn't quite connect. Apollion's going to fight for control of the ball. Tips high in the air. Shady tries to go for the shot, but doesn't connect. The Tonic going to knock it over to the corner. And now Ozzy is going to knock it down the field. And Apollion's going to try to go for a 3rd goal. And he does! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hat trick here for Apollyon, waiting very patiently and gets the goal. Pioneers are up 3-0. They are making a statement that says we are going to win this. But there's still a lot of Rocket League left. There's still 3 full minutes of this game, so anything can happen. You cannot let up. Ozio gets demoed, and Apollyon's going to try to take the ball. Shady's going to fight for it back and steals it from him. But Shank's going to tip it over to the side, but the Tonic is there as well, centering it up for Shady to make a play. But we do see that Ozio was there for the block. Now Pauline's going to knock it down the field. Now see the Tonic's going to try to center it up for Shady. But Ozzy's going to use his boost, but doesn't quite get it. But Shank is there to help. Now Pauline's going to set up the play. Voigt is there to deflect. And Shank's going to kind of disrupt a little bit. Both Shank and Apollyon are there. Now we see the Tonic is going to take the ball down the field. Try to set up for Shady to make a goal. And Shady does get it, so it does pass over to Shady. And the Tonic gets the assist. I think it would have gone in either way, but Shady just got that little bit of tip in there to get credit. So about 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Marietta's still up by 2, but like I said, a lot can happen. Baldwin Wallace can get another quick goal, and then it's going to be very close. The pressure's still on. Marietta needs to eat out the clock. 2 minutes remain in this game. But Apollyon, another goal. That's 4 for him in this game. My goodness, folks. Apollyon is just on fire this time. So Marietta now has that 3-goal comfortable lead, less than 2 minutes to go. But now Baldwin Wallace is going to feel that pressure. Shady is going to try to go for the shot. Great block by Apollyon, but Boyd is there for the rebound, and they're going to strike right back. You're seeing it trying to great block there, but Boyd is there to try to rebound, and now we have a 2-goal differential between the teams. Marietta still up 4-2. But we are seeing that Baldwin Wallace is not deterred yet. They want to go to a game 5. So they are doing everything they can to make that happen. Meanwhile, Marietta needs to either expand their goal lead or just try to keep the ball away from Baldwin Wallace. Apollyon gets demoed once again. I've lost track of how many demos Apollyon has had. Baldwin Wallace is trying to go for another goal. Tatanic's going to block it. And it's an exposed goal. And just like that, it's a 1-goal difference. Marietta went all in on offense, and Tonic is there to block and Marietta gets punished for it. So it's now 4-3 with 1:20 remaining. So this game is far from over. We're just seeing goals happening left and right. Baldwin Wallace wins the tip-off, but Ozzy's gonna knock it away. And Shank with a huge save there. It would have gone in otherwise. So Marietta has to be careful. And now Tatan's going to pass it over to Boyd, or actually maybe passing it to himself. Ozzy knocks the ball down the field. 1 minute remains. Shank's going to nip it away, gets the demo, goes for the shot, but Boyd is there for the save. Ozzy's going to fight for control of the ball. 50 seconds remain. And Shank is going to at least get a bump in. Apollyon's going to go for another shot. Boyd there with the epic save. Shady's now going to take control, but it's now going to be centered up and moves over to the side. Shady's going to try to go for another goal, but and just like that, Shady scores, and we're tied up 4 apiece with 31 seconds remaining. So despite the 4-1 lead that Marietta had, Baldwin Wallace has scored 3 goals back to back to back. So this can still go either way. Marietta has to be careful. Next goal could determine what happens. If Marietta scores, that is going to be GG. If Baldwin Wallace scores, we're going to game 5, folks. So can Marietta get back into this? Momentum is in Baldwin Wallace's favor. 15 seconds to go. Boyd goes for the shot, but doesn't quite get it. 10 seconds remain. And Ozzy is going to get demoed to disrupt their offense. And Ozzy is going to try to bounce the ball into the air, but it will be overtime. So here we go, folks. Can Marietta close this out, or will Baldwin Wallace take us to another game? It goes just a little bit wide for Marietta. Shank's going to try to set up the play. Boyd tips in the air. Datana gets demoed. And Shady's going to try to score, and he will do so. So we are going to a game 5. Once again, another exposed goal. And that is enough for Baldwin Wallace to get back into this. So it is not over yet. So folks, we got another game 5 coming your way. Just Shady there playing very well. Apollyon with 6 shots and making all 4 of the goals, but those exposed goals was just definitely the Achilles heel for the Pioneers. So they're going to have to clean things up if they want to close this out. But here we go. We're getting things set up for what will be for sure the last game of the day for Rocket League. So chat, I think the Pioneers need your energy. because they got to get some things cleaned up if they want to close out the series. Baldwin Wallace looking to take the series. Boyd's going to be taking the ball down to Marietta's side of the field. Paulian's going to be fighting for it. Shady's going to try to make the shot. And Baldwin Wallace will strike first. So this thing just bounces into the air. Ozio's going to get bumped. So he's not able to defend. So a very quick strike by Baldwin Wallace. So we're seeing here Baldwin Wallace taking the ball down the field. And another goal by Baldwin Wallace. So it seems like Marietta might be having some miscues, and Baldwin Wallace is going to start taking this game away. Marietta's going to have to clean some things up if they want to take the series. But now we see the ball heading towards Marietta's side. Shady's going to try to set it up, but Ozio does get the ball away. Ozio trying to take the ball down. Boyd's going to knock it away from the goal. Shank's going to try to set up the play, but Shady will knock it away. But Ozio's going to take it away from him, but Boyd will be there. And actually, Paulian goes for the shot, but Boyd is there with the save. Ozio's going to get demoed. Shank is going to get the save. Shady's going to tip it over to the back corner. But we're seeing Paulian go for the shot just a little bit wide. But now Shady's going to try to take his shot at the goal, but Shank is there with the save. But Boyd is there with the rebound and another goal. It is not looking good for the Pioneers. They're not getting the shots they need, and Baldwin Wallace is going to continue their aggression. Now Shank's going to take the ball down, but does fight for it with Boyd. And now Ozio is going to try to set it up. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Detonic's going to get demoed. Boyd goes for the goal, but Shank is there with the epic save. But Boyd's going to try to go for another shot. Shady's going to try to make the play, but it does get knocked away by Apollyon. Ozio knocks it down, but Detonic is there to knock it away. Ozio going to go for the goal, but Shady is there with the block, and Boyd was going to take it away from Apollyon's chance to rebound. Now Boyd is going to try to center it up for Shady to make the play. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Marietta is down by 3. They're going to have to make some goals. A huge save there by both Ozio and Apollyon, but Shady is going to try to knock it in, and it gets so close, and he secures it. And at this point, it may be that the Pioneers have run out of gas, and Baldwin Wallace is going to keep that momentum. Now Paulian's going to try to set up the play. Now Shank's going to be going for the cross shot. Ozio goes for the goal, but doesn't quite get it. Paulian is going to fight for it. Now we're seeing Ozio fighting for it, but Shady's going to set the play. Apollion's going to take it down the field and try to get away from Boyd, but he is able to knock away. Shank's going to try to keep up the pressure. He gets bounced up. Shank's going to lob in the air for the shot. Ozio goes for it, but doesn't quite get it. 2 minutes remaining. Marietta is still down by 4. And we're seeing Baldwin Wallace trying to go for another goal, but doesn't quite get it. But Marietta's running out of time. They got to make 4 goals just to stay alive in this series. Shank does get a big save, but right now Baldwin Wallace doesn't have to do a whole lot. They just got to make sure Marietta cannot score. 1 minute 30 remains. But now we see the ball down to Marietta's side, and the clock keeps ticking with each second. The odds that Marietta is going to come back are less and less. And with that goal by Boyd, that might be the nail in the coffin for the Pioneers. So a great play there. Osceola tried to block it, but was just a little too late. So now Platonic is going to go for it, and Shank goes for it as well, but doesn't quite get it. Ozzy fighting for control of the ball. 1 minute remains, and Marietta's down 5 goals. Now Shady is going to try to secure another goal. Ozzy does get the ball away, but we see Baldwin Wallace continuing that pressure, denying Marietta the ball at every opportunity. Shank's going to take the ball down, and a huge save there by Boyd at the last second. With 30 seconds remaining, the clock just keeps ticking towards Baldwin Wallace's victory. See Shady trying to set up the play, but Shank will knock the ball in the air. Shank does get the ball knocked away, but 10 seconds to go. And Shady is going to get demoed. And that is going to be it. So Baldwin Wallace, during that timeout, basically said they want to win this, and in a commanding fashion, they do take the series 3-2. Very close back and forth, but Baldwin Wallace was able to take the last 2 games to secure it. Shady with 5 shots and 2 goals. Boyd with 4 shots and 2 goals. And Tatonic with 4 shots and 1 goal. So we saw that they did pick up the aggression. So unfortunately, the Pioneers will fall to Baldwin Wallace. Now, we still have some more esports stuff for you. Our Overwatch team is going to be playing against Bethel in just a few minutes. So we're going to have to take a quick break and get things set up for that match. So we'll be back in a few minutes with the Overwatch match.